A very good morning, folks. Happy match day. I hope you are all doing well. I'll set a pop on, have a chat with you before the game starts off. I know it's a live for about 15 minutes. I haven't done a live in a while. Anxiety kicks in. Hello to everyone who are happy Saturday to you. Look, it's going to be a tough game today at Tynecastle. Obviously, good day. How are you? Hope you're well. Um, Massive game. Obviously, Hearts are seventh in the league. We're pushing to keep our momentum on top of the table. And obviously, the results that we've had this week against Hibs at Celtic Park, smashing them, and then smashing Motherwell in the Cup as well. We're coming into this game with a bit of momentum. So the starting lineup is Joe Hart, it's Anthony Ralston, Berda Bay, Jens, Carter Vickers, Aaron Moy, Rio Atate, Matt O'Reilly, James Forrest, Maeda, and Yakamakis up front. The bench is quite strong as well. We obviously have Lee Alabad on the bench. We've Koyoga on the bench as well. We've Alagard on the bench. Josip Janovic. So it's a pretty decent bench. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Big Hackett as well is there. Tough place to go. We went there last season. We got we got a good victory against them. Yakamakis and Rio Atate scoring, and then the opening day of the season as well. They obviously beat us 2-1, which we were absolutely robbed that day. So VAR today, it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. It's now obviously being implemented into Scottish football, which there was talks of it obviously before the World Cup happening. Then there was stalled, and then it should have happened to start the season. But now it's in, and hopefully the decisions are more accurate than penalty rangers. Always penalty rangers. So let's see the corruption at its finest in Scottish football with referees. You know, even just it just makes you sick. But I'm quite confident, really confident going into this game. I think Aaron Moy is going to play an absolute massive part in that midfield. He has to be on a game like the way he was against Hibs, and the same with Matt O'Reilly as well. Look, at the sooner we can get Callum back in the mix, the better. I know Rio Atate is playing some phenomenal football at the moment, but yeah, Ange, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't blame Ange. I think he's kind of sick of listening to it because he's obviously dealt with VAR when he was managing for Australia as well, and then Japan as well. It was in the J League, so it's just the normality now these days. Obviously, Celtic have been dealing with VAR when it came to Europa League and Champions League as well. So it's it's second nature at this rate. Obviously, the league has put money into it. Sky Sports have pumped money into it, and it's the right way forward. I'm just hoping that it doesn't slow down the whole goal celebration. It takes forever to be analysed. Like when it first was brought into the Premier League, even the World Cup, it took like a minute and a half. We want to be quick so we can keep the momentum of the game going as well. So yeah, Bear the Bay starts today. I have a good feeling about him. Hopefully he could get an assist. Him and Yakamakis are clicking quite well. The final product of Bear the Bay has been quite good. I thought Taylor played outstanding the other night against Motherwell. I didn't get to watch the game live. Unfortunately, it's the first game I've missed in 5 years. I just couldn't believe. I wasn't feeling great, to be honest with you. So I just like, you know what, put the telly off and then chill out. These things happen. We can afford to miss one game. Of all games, I missed a 4-0 victory. And the only people that are scared are the refs. 100%. I completely agree with you. That's why Bobby Madden jumped ship. That's why he jumped ship. He did. I wonder what's going to happen with Brother Beaton as well. Um, I think it's the best decision for him to start Yakamakis today. I think physicality, handled in with them. I thought he was outstanding against them at Tynecastle the last time he went there in the league as well last season. So looking forward to Yakamakis making a point against them. I think, Matt O'Reilly, I thought when the last time we went there, he was outstanding as well. James Forrest, big game for him today. How's it going, mate? Interesting. I'm gonna say 2-1, folks. I'm gonna say 2-1. I did say Aaron Moy last night and Rio Atate with the goals, but thinking about it over the night, I'm gonna go James Forrest and Yakamakis for the 2 goals. Tell us where you're watching from. I'm gonna stay on for another about 5-10 minutes. Get the questions in as well. I just want to give a massive thank you to everyone as well that has been watching the YouTube channel, subscribing to the YouTube channel. The merchandise is on sale. I'm just waiting for my merchandise to be delivered, and then you'll see it obviously on the camera what it looks like. So it will be interesting buying it. It's not biggie if you don't buy it. Once you keep supporting the page, that's the most important thing to me anyway. So yeah. Um yeah, just hopefully it's not a dirty game. Hopefully not, but look, that's what you're gonna expect. I'll put up a couple of videos on the channel. You've probably seen the whole. It's over 10 years now since Neil Lennon was actually attacked at Tynecastle that night, horrendous night. I put the video of Rio Tate scoring last season against them, and then obviously happy birthday to Paul McStay, 58th birthday today. You know, he's in the top, was a top five appearances for Celtic, the Maestro, an absolute legend, one of the best midfielders ever, I'd say. I know that's bold writing to some people that don't watch Scottish football, but he is up there. He was just an absolute magician. He was unbelievable. Didn't play much for Scotland the way he should have played, but yeah, he was a phenomenal player. Absolutely phenomenal player. Phenomenal captain as well. You know, some people always do that Bruni and Paul McStay comparison. Look, it's completely different. You know, Paul McStay was at the club from an early age, you know, and then obviously ended his career at the club. But he'd be up there. Scott Brown's not doing too bad for Fleetwood as well. So I'll keep the comments going. Uh, I'm live, yeah. I am indeed. I'm indeed live. I said I'd pop on before other channels go live. Which look, it's a normality these days. Some people rather go live. I don't really like going live as much anymore. I just have too much stuff going on. But so it's a half-12 kickoff on Sky Sports. Um, allocations being cut as well. The allocations being cut down to like 1,500. I think I could be wrong. 1,800. So it's just typical. Just typical. All these teams in Scottish football are cutting the allocation. Libby be next now, I'd say. Like why would they cut the allocation when the big guns are in town? They get the television rights and they cut the allocation all the time. It's just shocking. It doesn't and then majority of their home games against any other opposition, it's empty. Just does not make sense to me whatsoever. I think it encourages Scottish football to have bigger attendances, especially with televised. But Hearts, St Mirren, all these clubs can't accept getting good by Celtic. That's what the problem is. How's it going, Luke? Hope you're well. It'll be a tight one, 100%. I don't think it's a run in the park. I haven't seen anyone saying 3 or 4 nil today. I just think Hearts are coming off a Conference League group. Well, look, they have a couple of games left in the Conference League. They want to build momentum in the league, and they're they're not in far distance away from third place. Like they're only 4 points behind third place, so they'll be eager to beat us today. Robbie Nielsen obviously hates Celtic, thinks that Celtic gets everything thrown at them, which is incorrect. I think everyone knows the corruption in Scottish football and the referees' decisions. And you know what? Hopefully, justice will be served in the next couple of years with this VAR. Like they're saying the former referees are coming in and stuff like that. It's a lot of nonsense. We all know that's gonna be the VAR room is gonna be in the London Tavern. Let's see. Obviously, Kyogo's on the bench today as well. Jovanovic is on the bench. Alagard's on the bench. So the Alabada's on the bench as well. They have, yeah. Well, obviously John Suter was sold to Rangers as well. I don't know what the story is with Devlin. Like, I haven't checked their starting lineup, to be honest with you. I don't really care about the opposition starting lineup. It's only when it's the derby games I look at the opposition starting lineup. I don't really care. Um, the Australian Devlin lad, he's a decent midfielder. I know obviously they have Halliday as well. Hearts are not the team they once were. But look at Robbie Nielsen, he has been a good manager for them. Give the credit where it's due. Obviously got them to a couple cup finals against Celtic as well. So see what happens. Gonna jump off now in about 10 minutes, folks. Well, about 5 minutes. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes. As I said, if this is your first time watching me live or even watching the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel. We're literally 70 away from 14k, which is pretty good. Pretty good for a person that doesn't really get to go to much games. It's not bad. Have other circumstances, we all know. How's it going? Hope you're well. I forgot about Robert Snodgrass. He's well past it. He's completely past it. The years upon years of him being linked to Celtic, when he was at Norwich, when he was at West Ham, even at stages, like it's just Robbie Snodgrass well past it. Obviously, he retired from the Scotland fall about 3 years ago as well. Devlin's starting. He's a good player. watch out for him. Watch out for him big time. He's a battler. If Matt O'Reilly can get stuck in there, win the battle. Hopefully Rio Atate. Ideguchi's on the bench as well, which is great to see. It's great to see Yusuke back in the mix as well. You know, obviously he hasn't settled well in Glasgow. He's been hit with injuries, unfortunately. We go back to his first game against Alloa when he picked up that injury, that knee injury. So hopefully Yusuke Ideguchi starts to get his Celtic career up and going. It wouldn't be any better chance to coming off the bench today and banging a goal in or providing an assist against the Jambos. So fingers crossed. How's it going? How's it going in Melbourne? Crikey. Hope you're well down under. It's late over there at the moment, isn't it? It would be nearly 10 o'clock, is it? 10, nearly quarter to 10, quarter to 11. Could be wrong with the time. I don't have the Google in front of me. So do apologise there. Love Celtic to take 5 off Hearts. I would just love Celtic to just take 3 points, no matter how many goals it is. I just want 3 points today. Just want to keeping up the momentum. As I said earlier on the live, that we smashed Hips the other day. We smashed Motherwell the other day. We're starting to get it together. Quarter to 10. Not bad. I wasn't bad off the guessing. But yeah, if we could just keep the momentum going, I think James Forrest, it's written in stars for him to score today. It really is. He's scored a couple of times there. We go back to Brendan Rodgers' first season, the Invincible, and he was the first one, obviously the first one to score. Have you seen Ange's response to VAR? Yeah, he just laughed. Just laughed at it. I just didn't. It's just like, you know what? It's in, and I think the media are making a big deal out of it. He's just there laughing, literally puts his head down. So yeah, I did watch the press conference. Football obsessed. I hope you're doing well. Um, big Ange, big Ange. So yeah, let us know who's our favorite victory at Tynecastle. It's been a good few. I remember Scotty Sinclair scoring that hat trick in the Invincible season to wrap the league up as well in the 16-17 season. That'll be up there as one of my highlights. I remember Yuri Jarosik scoring as well against them and Aidan McGeady. Some really good times. Remember Mikael Lustig scoring in the cup against them, 40 yards belter. I think we had, what score was it that day we beat them? Was it 6-0, 7-0? Absolutely hammered them. Ange is a very respected man, of course. And people have been asking me on Instagram, especially last night, they're like, do you think Ange will leave before the end of the season? I don't think. I think there will be a lot of speculation linked with jobs, like could be a Villa job linked with the Wolves job. Managers come and go all the time, and I think he's a phenomenal manager. And I haven't watched the DVD yet, to be honest. I'm gonna go up and get it on Thursday. I work near Celtic Park, so I'll pop up on Thursday. I'll do a quick video outside Paradise after work, and I'll get the video. The DVD, sorry, videos. The videos are well gone. Then VHS days are well gone. I'm sure some people still have the VHS player. So just to recap, the starting lineup is Joe Hart in goal, Carter Vickers the captain, Maurice Jens, Anthony Ralston. I think Raldo obviously scored against them last season, the opening goal for us. Berda Bay, Aaron Moy in that holding position with Matt O'Reilly, Rio Atate, Jamesy Forrest on the right, Deza Maeda on the left, and then up front, Giacomakis, the sexy Greek. So on the bench is Hakas Vanovic. We got Ideguchi coming back as well. We have, who else was going to say? Adegaard, Kyogo as well, Liel Abada. So it's a decent bench. I might miss one or two, but okay, it is what it is. I can't keep up all the names. I doubt he'll move too quickly. A couple of more seasons, I'd say. That's what a lot of people are saying about Ange. A lot of people are saying he could stay as long as Martin O'Neill. It's hard to say in modern day football, to be honest, which is if the club back him in the January transfer window and we go on to win a treble, I think he will stay. I think if we don't do a treble, if we don't win the league, he'll go. And I know that's bold words to say, but that's my honest opinion. If we don't win the league, he will walk. And if the club don't back him, he will walk. I think offers will come in. I think there will be approaches from other clubs throughout the season, but I think he will stay. Definitely will stay. I think he's almost 2 years in Glasgow now. You got to think of his perspective, not as his manager career, his kids as well. He's had to drag his kids from Australia to Japan to Scotland. It's trying to settle them as well. They're loving life in Glasgow. He's talked about it of his interviews in recent times. So, and it's crazy to think the World Cup is around the corner as well. If you left soon, you did go and what about Europe? You know, he won't be leaving anytime soon. I think if he was to leave, it has to be a decent amount of money, a decent approach from a big club for him to go. Like I can't see him going to like some Wolves or a Crystal Palace and Vieira's there or a Aston Villa or somewhere like that. Not even an Everton. I don't think he'd go. But he seems last month he seemed like he was off the grid. Just seems like he wasn't himself. But I think he's getting back to Ange, getting back to the man we all love, which is the most important thing. The game kicks off at 12:30, folks. It's on Sky Sports. So I will be jumping off in a couple of minutes. I know there's other live streams that jump on around 12 o'clock and talk about the game, build up to it. I'm not into that whole, 1v1 anymore. It's not for me. I'd rather just say my opinion. Sometimes it's great to have Mick on and other people on, but everyone's busy. Some people are working 2 jobs these days. They keep the lights on, and that's understandable, completely understandable. World Cup's a couple of weeks away. Gonna try get an Australia jersey in for the World Cup. I have a Japan jersey there. Brazil top as well. Do I have any other countries? Argentina as well. Maradona. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. I'm tipping Holland to do well in the World Cup, to be honest, which is, I know a lot of people are like, orange, Holland. But I think Holland will do well. I think Spain will do well. I'd love to see Canada obviously get out of the group as well. I'd love to see Wales beat England. It's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, the Qatar World Cup, the venues look unbelievable, but the overall, like the background of the whole Qatari World Cup is just, it's laughable. It really is laughable. I think it was a very corrupt decision by FIFA to give Qatar reward Qatar, England, Europe. Well, folks, I'm going to jump off. I'll speak to you all soon, and I'll be back for a post-match reaction. Hell, enjoy the game.